I used to have terrible grades. I studied, and studied, but nothing changed. No matter how many hours I spent trying, nothing seemed to stick in my mind. Until one day, I found a forbidden guide. Something so simple, yet so powerful, that it completely changed the way I studied. That method took me from one of the worst students in the class to the best in the entire school. And today, I'm giving you that same exact guide, completely for free. Stay until the end, because I promise, this can change your life. Before learning how to study, you must understand how not to study. Most people think they're being productive when they study with a second screen open, a TikTok playing, or a show in the background. But what almost no one realizes is that this habit is destroying their focus. Your brain wasn't made to multitask. Yes, you can try, but everything you do will come out with terrible quality. Your performance drops, your memory fails, and your mental fatigue skyrockets. If you truly want to learn, you must prepare your environment for total focus. Turn off distractions. No second monitor, no notifications, no background music, just you and what you're learning. Because when you try to do everything at once, your brain treats all tasks as equally important. And when everything is important, nothing really is. Here's something few people know. Your brain doesn't just forget, it deletes. Your mind works like an SSD. It has limited space. As new information enters, old data is erased during sleep. That's why it's essential to signal to your brain that what you're studying is important. How do you do that? Simple, by studying effectively. Forget about long study marathons. They don't make you smarter, they just make you tired. Instead, create short and focused study blocks. Each block should have a clear goal. Learn a concept, practice a topic, master an idea. Start with what you struggle with the most, while your mind is still fresh. Leave the easier topics for later. Now comes the most important part, the act of studying itself. Watching videos or reading notes isn't real studying. It's passive learning. It feels productive, but almost nothing sticks. What you need is what I call active studying. While learning, write what you actually understood, not what the teacher said. Use your own words. And if something doesn't make sense, write that down too. That's where real learning begins. Not when you memorize, but when you comprehend. This process trains your brain to focus on meaning, not memory. And when that happens, you start learning faster and remembering longer. Honestly, the first time I used this method, I learned more in 1 week than an entire month of traditional studying. But wait, we're not done yet. You've studied actively, taken notes, solved problems, but that's not the end. There's one last step almost everyone ignores: active review. Remember how I said the brain deletes useless data? Well, to keep your important files, you need to favorite them. And the best way to do that is simple. Teach what you've learned. After 1 or 2 days, come back to the topic and try explaining it out loud, as if you were teaching a child. No one needs to be watching. Just talk to yourself. This forces your brain to recall and reorganize information. And when you do that, you'll see what you truly understood and what still needs work. Teaching makes your brain learn twice, once when you study, and again when you explain. That's why this method can boost your learning by up to 80%. This is the exact guide I used and still use every time I want to learn something. And honestly, I still have some secret tricks that I can share in a future video if you want to go deeper. Oh, and one of them was how to become like Sung Jin Woo. If you haven't seen that video yet, trust me, watch it now. Just click here.